All right, all right. So, Marlene, tell us your name, where you're from, and how did you get introduced to the system?
Okay, my name is Marlene. I'm from Pennsylvania, and it took me a while to look. I was looking at Andre. You were my first one that I seen on the TikTok videos, and I was listening to your story, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, okay, it's got to be a scam or something. I continued looking through TikTok, and then I went on vacation. I went on vacation to go to Bahamas, and actually, I continued looking through TikTok, and I went to the vacation. When I came back on vacation, I started seeing you and Coach Jay saying the same story, and I was like, nah, it can't be true. So I said, I gave myself a month, which was the month of January. And then finally in February of 2023, I contacted Coach Jay and I said, I listened to her story and I said, I want to try the product. It cannot hurt. She gave me the 90-day money back guarantee. And I said, okay, she's going to coach me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try it out. It's been 16 months. I've lost 87 pounds. My A1C level was 6.4. It went from a 6.4 to a 5.7. My triglycerides, cholesterol, and everything else is normal and got normalized. And I feel great. I'm able to be in the gym 3 times a week. As you can tell, I can do the tires and the ropes and
I see you flipping tires, doing battle ropes and everything now.
so, well, when you mentioned the Spartan race, I'm preparing myself. I bought me a 12-pound weighted vest, and that's gonna be my mission right now, is to get myself ready for that Spartan race.
All right, that is awesome. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Marlene, for sharing your story. That was greatly appreciated. So next up, I got Mr. Joe Gaines coming to the front of Zoom. Mr.
Yes, sir.
Gaines, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started on the system.
So I am out of Dallas, Texas, and I found out about the field grade system roughly around 2 years ago, almost 2 years, I think, give or take. And I actually got this phone call from this gentleman, Mr. Andre Park. And when he gave me the call, he had, real easy got my attention. Hey, man, I was able to lose 60, 70 pounds without working out. That was already that caught my attention. And so, man, if you can lose weight without having to work out and eat the food you still like, it had my attention. But make a long story short, I ended up going to the doctor like that Friday. I put the order in, I believe it was on a Wednesday. And I went to the doctor that Friday and I had got diagnosed with high blood pressure. Like 2 days later after I found out about the system. And so they told me my blood pressure was like 178 over like 110. And the nurse was looking at me like I was about to stroke out and die. I was like, what's going on? She's like, hey, so you need to get this under control. And what's interesting is the product came out, I think on a Saturday, like the next day after me find out about my diagnosis. They tried to put me on medication, said, hold off on that. Let me just try this natural, product. Did that. I came back in 3 weeks and my blood pressure was normal in 3 weeks. No working out, just started using the field grade system and my blood pressure been normalized ever since.
Man, that is awesome. That is awesome. Any when you first started using your first week,
Mm-hmm.
were there any things that you said, "Oh man, this is not for me," or how did it taste to you?
Oh, it tasted awesome. Like, I mean, I like lemon ginger better than lemon. I mean, I still do both. I think at the time I think all they had was lemon and lemon ginger, if I remember correctly. Because I remember you telling me, "Hey, lemon ginger has a little bit more spice," and I was like, "Okay, let's do the lemon ginger." So I did the lemon ginger. The orange was tasted really good, and yeah, love the taste.
Excellent, excellent. So next person I want to bring to the front of the Zoom is Sharon. I hope you're somewhere where you can talk. After that, I want to bring up Dawn and then Mr. Morris Gaines to share their story. So, Miss Sharon, tell us a little bit about yourself and why you got started on the system.
I got on the system because I saw you dancing on TikTok and you were talking about how the system helped your knees. Well, I was going through the same thing with my knees. I had a lot of knee pain. and I had just gotten 2 knee braces, and the braces went from my ankles to my all the way up to my thighs. And I was like, there's no way I'm gonna wear this rest of my life. So I tried the Pure Grace system because I could eat what I want. I didn't have to exercise like the last person said, and it worked. And I love the orange balance. I like the orange balance better than the lemon, but I do like the lemon too, and it worked. So that's how I got involved.
Excellent, excellent. And how's the pain now since you've been on the system?
Oh, the pain is, I don't have pain. So I enjoy it. I enjoy my life now. I don't have to worry about all that pain I was in.
Excellent, excellent. And just to put it in the short words, how does it feel to where a couple of years ago you were at a point where you really couldn't walk, and now you're walking and enjoying life? What does that mean to you?
That means a lot. I couldn't walk up the steps. I had to hold the steps and go up sideways. I had to use a cane or a walker just to get around, and I was always out of breath. And now I don't need any of that. I don't even need the knee braces. So I wasted my money on on the knee braces. I had those, I wore those for about a week and a half, and my Feel Great system came. I started drinking that, and I was like, I don't need these braces. So it's been great. I love it.
That is awesome. Thank you so very much for sharing that. Next up, I'm gonna bring to the front of the Zoom Miss Dawn Redmond. How are you doing, Dawn? You are muted there.
Okay, sorry about that. So, good evening, everyone. So I've been on the product since roughly the first week of January. I'm sorry, first week of last week of January, first week of February. When I first started taking the product, I was introduced by Morris and Tish Gaines' sister-in-law. And so I started taking the product, and when I started taking it, I instantly got a lot of energy. I'll say that. I had plantar fasciitis, and in the morning it would be hard for me to get up out of bed. I would get up and kind of get myself stable before I
Real
took off
quick, for the
walking.
person that don't really know what that is, give me a brief explanation what that is and how it affects your body.
So plantar fasciitis is in my case, it's in your foot, and it's almost like when you stand up, the bottom of your foot, you have to stretch it out. It's like it gets tight, and so the doctor recommended taking a cold can and rolling it the bottom of my foot to alleviate some of the pain. Well, that was all right, but it didn't really work. I had neuropathy in my left thigh. I had high blood pressure. I'm no longer on blood pressure medication. I'm able to get up and down steps without holding on to the rail. This product has really and truly changed my life as far as my health is concerned. And I would recommend that anybody in any type of pain try it. You have nothing to lose. And I mean nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Now, I know you work a little different schedule from most people. So describe to me in a day, how do you take your product? When do you take your Unimonte? When do you take your Balance? What does a day of using the product look like for you? And is it easy or is it difficult to use?
It's not difficult to use. I'm noticing that. So I'm down a total of 30. I got on the scale today. Actually, I'm down 33 pounds. And for me now, it's a little bit easier because I'm fasting longer and I'm only really eating 1 meal a day. Working overnight, third shift now, it had me all thrown off. And so I'll eat tonight at 2:30, and then I won't eat again. You know, I'll eat again at 4 if I choose to eat, because those are the 2 breaks that we get at this job. I'll eat something light, but it's most of the time I'm not eating. Honestly, I eat at different times, but I'm not really eating but 1 meal a day.
So
I'm
when do you
sleeping
wake
a lot.
up, when do you have your first Unamante?
Unamante. So I'm up now. I probably won't start drinking Unamante until about 10. Only because I'm on this call. So I'll start drinking it about 10, and I'll drink it pretty much all night. It gets me through the night because this is a difficult schedule for me. It's difficult to get your body adjusted to third shift. It's a difficult shift. I work 10:30 to 6:30.
So you wake up, you drink your Unamante at night because that's the start of your day. Then you go into work and your first meal is, like you say, around 2 o'clock. Now, do you have a Unamante with that meal, or you have a balance with that meal?
I have a Unamante with that meal.
You have a Unamante at about 2:30 in the morning, a.m.
And I'm also noticing that some nights, because like I said, it just differs based on how I feel that night, depending on how much sleep I've gotten the day, during the day. Like today, I didn't really get any sleep today, right? Okay. So today I'm probably
that you do it about 4 in the morning. You drink your balance with that meal?
Yes. But a lot of times I don't even eat a meal. I'll drink the balance and won't eat anything.
The balance and okay. And how do you like, how does it taste to you?
The balance, well, I gulp it. So it doesn't taste bad. Let me start there. This month I wanted to change my subscription and do the mixed berry, but it was too late. So I'll do that with my next subscription. But the orange is not a bad tasting product at all. It's very tolerable for a lot of people. Like, well, I don't like thick. If you let it sit, yes, it will get thick. So you have to down it, but it doesn't taste bad at all.
Okay. And which flavor Unamante you like best, or do you do both, or how does it taste?
I have half and half. I do in the morning. I do my lemon ginger after, which is warm. So tonight going in sounds crazy. I'll drink it warm. And then the second one, I'll do lemon and I'll do that cold. So warm, I do lemon ginger. Cold, I do lemon.
Somebody say the mixed berry tastes like cherry icicle, Italian ice.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So next up, appreciate that, Miss Dawn, for sharing your awesome story with us. Next up, I want to bring AKA the Transformer, Mr. Mars Gaines, to the front of the Zoom. Share with us how you got started on the system, sir, and what it's been doing for you. Be greatly appreciated.
What's up, everybody? I am the Transformer. Transform your life, your body, your soul, your mind, and your health. That's what it have done for me. I got on this product last year, 23, day after Thanksgiving. I was talking to a associate that we had something going on in a different business, Mr. Ron Beard, and he brought up to me about this product that him and his wife went on a cruise, and I think he told me Mr. Joe Gaines introduced him to the product, if I'm not mistaken. And he told me that he had never had anything this product did for him and his wife. They went on a cruise. He said he lived in the restaurants and the buffets and everything else. And when he came back, they had lost weight. And I'm looking, I've been a guy that's been very, very vain when it comes to how my clothes fit me over the years doing what I did in the car business. So being lazy like I am, I stopped working out and I accumulated a stomach that I was never, ever, ever, ever able to get rid of. Over the last 15 years, I've been trying to lose that weight and get rid of it. So I decided to try this product. And within 45 days to 60 days, I dropped like 12 pounds. And I said, oh, I'm on to something. As of right now, I went from 238 pounds. I got on the scale this morning. I'm 205. My blood pressure when I first got on this product used to run anywhere from 189, 190 over whatever. I never really paid attention to it. I thought it was normal. And the last time I had my blood pressure check, I was 99 over 74. My A1C went from 6.9 down to a 4.6. All my blood work came back. So if there's anyone that you care about besides yourself, I would tell you, order the product for you and them, or at least get them on it, even if you don't care about yourself. Because this product changed lives, saved lives, and all it does is, like they say, it's the feel great system. Makes us feel great. So I'm a year, Dr. Park, some of my time, because you know I go all night. If it was all right for me to year some of my time, because I see Miss Cynthia Harvey on this call, and I don't think nobody can give a story any better than what she can when she come on here. So if you don't mind, I would like to call Miss Cynthia Harvey, come on camera and tell us what this stuff does, because it done way more for her than it has for me.
Yeah, definitely. I got to
Well,
pull it on the Zoom here, Miss Cynthia. If you're able to cut your cameras on, that'd be greatly appreciated. And tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got introduced to the system.
Okay, I can't come on the camera right now, but I got on the system. I struggled for 2 months. For 2 months, because I had surgery in 2023 on my knee, reversion knee replacement surgery again on my knee. And I hollered for 4 months, nonstop, all day and all night. And I yet kept praying and crying out to the Lord, saying, Lord, you got to do something. I said, because I'm already healed. Because you said in your word, I'm standing on what you said. Now, you said this to me. You said in your word, by your stripe, we heal from the top of the head to the sole of our feet. And I know I'm healed already. I know it's a process I got to go through. You understand what I'm saying? I said, but you got to come complete me. He'll come when we want it. He come on his time. And he came right in the midst. Because Andre, I was going to have surgery again in June on the same year again, and didn't need it, because when I received that, when I did order, I received on February 8th. And when I received, I made that Unimate tea within 15 minutes. You hear me? 15 minutes. I sipped on that tea 15 minutes. I had to go relieve my bladder. And then I had to relieve like an ocean. And then when I thought I was finished, I had to get back down and finish some more. And then it hit me. That wasn't but the Lord talking confirmation. It hit to me, because I was, at the time when I was going through all that pain from October to February, I wasn't thinking clearly like this. And when it did, I'm relieving my bladder. It hit me, say, inflammation. I say, inflammation. I say, Lord, that's what that is. I say, Lord, I was going to have surgery again, and if they come fix it. They confess. I confess wrong. I was in the house for 2 years like a prisoner, because I had hip surgery too in 2022 on both hips. In October, the right, and the left in November, a month apart. And that was throw me back down in the house for like a prisoner in my own house home for 2 years, because after my hip got did, I was trying to go back to church. And when my ride came to pick me up, I couldn't do it. I said, Lord, I'm gonna go this time, because my ride came to pick me up. I said, but I just got to start, just continue looking on the phone till my hip get to heal. And then after my hip was getting healed, then my knee had to go for my surgery for my knee. And then that was thrown down. And like I say, within 15 minutes, I said, oh man. And then I was able to walk out the door. I said, Lord, I can walk out the door, sit in front of the door. I couldn't do nothing. None of that. And then day by day, I'm kept steady walking. My knee ain't bending, but I ain't got the pain. You see, I ain't got that pain. I couldn't drive. I couldn't lift my own on, put my own deodorant on, because Arthur had me. Arthritis. When I say Arthur, I mean arthritis. Where he on Sunday in our joint, where they Arthur said in your joint and make all that information. They ain't no information getting in our body. And it got so many cells in our body, and that had me. That's why I'm overflowing with information in my body. And so, and after that, when I said, you got to complete me. When I said you got to complete me, because I was tired, sick of being tired. And that's what he did. He came right in the midst of time, because he know I was going to go on that knife again. I was going to do anything. Understand what I'm saying? I was going to do anything. He came in the midst of the right time, so I could get in my system, so I can release all that inflammation out of my body, so I can start walking, that I wouldn't have to need that surgery. I was going to do it again. I was going to do anything. But I seen him at Catherine on TikTok. That's where I got on the Catherine. Catherine White. I got on cars, kept seeing her every time I go and say, oh, okay. And then when she said that happy money back 90-day guarantee, I said, well, Lord, look at here. I ain't got nothing to lose. If it work, I'm gonna stay on the rest of my life. If it don't, I can get my money back. I said, what I got to lose? I ain't got nothing to lose, but try to get out this pain. How come? Well, I was doing my range of motion was good. Understand what I'm saying? My range of motion was good, 100, 130, 120, 110, my bending and everything, but I could not walk. And like I told the orthopedic, I said, I cannot walk. Cause it was stabbing me like a knife in my knee constantly. I couldn't sleep. Go to sleep 4 days in the morning, wait for about 30 minutes till I was back hollering all day, all night, nonstop. And that run you crazy. Couldn't do nothing. Not nothing. But now I'm back driving, going, doing stuff, enjoying my life, got my life back, my freedom back, and everything. You know, and thank God for who know He gave the man to come with this, the field grace system. I'm telling you, because it's nothing but nothing from His earth. What we needed from the beginning. And I thank God. Every day I say, Lord, I thank you, because He know I was going to do it, Andre. You understand what I'm saying? He know I was going to go in that knife and didn't need it because they can't fit inflammation. And so anybody out there suffering with any aches and pains in their body, that's our author. With the inflammation signing our joint so long, and it got us tied down with all this pain in our body. That's what it is, inflammation. And you get on the system, you will get relief, all that inflammation. Because I'm still flowing out a heap of inflammation in my body. I ain't through because we got so many cells. So many cells. So if anybody out there, y'all aching with pain, that's all that number of information you come out your body. And then after that, after I relieve the blood, I just check myself. I say, well, I measured myself and weighed myself and did the before after picture. I say, well, 2 days later, I said, let me try some. I just try some. I say, 2 inches gone. I said, let me get on the scale, but the scale was still there. You see, the weight was staying the same. I said, well, I ain't getting on the scale. I'm gonna try to go to the doctor. So when I went to the doctor, she had said already asked me one time before, say, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean what I'm doing? She said, you looking good. I said, I'm doing intermittent fasting when I first started. But that's I left it like that. When I went by, she had called me back in and say, I need to speak with her because I wanted to talk to the reason why I called you in because I want to tell you, I don't think you need to have the surgery because you're walking. You need to seem like you in that. My pastor said, yeah, I was going to tell him anyway because my knee not bending, but I ain't in the pain with all that hollering going on. So she say, well, what did you say you were doing? I say intermittent fasting. I say I'm taking the 2 natural plant-based products, Unimate tea and the Valley. I said, look in y'all doctor, y'all got y'all big dictionary what y'all got in y'all office. You know y'all book. Like I told her that like that. And she put up on the computer. She said, did what you use? I said, yes, that's what I'm doing. She said, continue. And then after that, when I went in June, when I had to go for my 3-month checkup, I was listen at this now, anemia for 14 years. You hear me? Taking iron pill twice a day. Every day for 14 years because they said I had to stay on the rest of my life because they see me, I'm losing blood, but they could never find where it come from. But within 4 months was on the products, 4 months when I was on that product, but no more when I went to the doctor. Tell me.
That is powerful.
Tell me now.
Powerful.
Tell me what these 2 God plants. That's what it's from. God plant, what they want to do. And when you know you already healed, because He said in His word, you got to have the faith alone go wrong with the works.
Well, Miss Cynthia, thank you so very much for sharing your story. That is so greatly appreciated. I wish you more and more success with the transformation of your health. The next person I want to bring to the front of the Zoom, if she's available, to Nurse Crawford. If you're available, go ahead and cut your camera on. I'm going to bring you to the front of the Zoom to explain to us a little bit about the Feel Great system, why it works the way it does. And if you could share your personal story and testimony on the system. If you're available, click that camera on, let me know you're available, and I'll bring you to the front of the Zoom. All right, Nurse Crawford, how are you doing today?
Hey guys, hi. I am doing amazing. I'm doing great. So my journey with this Feel Great system is I've been a nurse for over 20 years, and I thought I was just a little overweight, and otherwise I thought I was, somewhat healthy, until I went to my doctor and we did lab work, and on a cellular level, metabolically, I was not healthy. I was sick on a cellular level. When we looked at the blood work, I was pre-diabetic. I had high cholesterol levels. I had low energy, which I know I didn't have any energy. I had hormonal acne. I had hot flashes. And I just started adding everything up that maybe it's just because I'm now 50 and this is a normal aging process that I have to endure. This is just part of normal aging. And eventually I'll probably have to get on medications. So I went to my doctor, we did the lab work, and sure enough, I was not healthy. I was overweight and had all these issues, and I was scared because I've tried a lot of diets over the years, and I just didn't want to be the patient. I didn't want to get on medications because I work in the hospital on acute care telemetry floor where patients come in that's had strokes, heart attacks, and it doesn't discriminate on your age. It just happens. And I just found myself that was going to be my reality, that I'm just going to end up on medications, and this was just a natural process. I came across these two amazing products, someone talking about Unimate tea and balance and how you lose weight as a side effect on TikTok Live. I was very skeptical, didn't believe it. All I heard and tuned in was weight loss. So I ordered the products. And very skeptical, but I didn't have nothing to lose. 90-day money back guarantee. So yeah, why not? Let's go. So I had the products at home for probably about 2 weeks before I even started using and getting ready to go on vacation to Arkansas. And I was like, let me start these products. Let's get going. So in the airport, trying to mix it up, figure it out, use the products consistently the whole week that I was there. Got home and I noticed that I looked a little different. My stomach went down a little bit, but I was like, is it just me tripping? So I went and got on the scale. Of course, the scale did not reflect what was really going on in my body. I had no idea what was really transpiring in my body. So I kept being consistent and persistent with using these two products. Unimate tea, helping my body to keep the appetite down, suppress the appetite, boost my mood, my mental clarity, cut all the snackings. Fasting was a breeze. I wasn't hungry. I could not believe that, hey, sipping on the tea and I'm not even hungry and I'm fasting. It was amazing because I've never been one to be able to fast and have a fiber before the meal. And I didn't change my diet. I wasn't exercising, but I noticed within 2 months, I went from a 14 down to a size 12. But most important is the lab work. The A1C went from a 5.9 to a 5.7. Cholesterols came back down to a normal range. And I had tons of energy. And I just could not believe how I was just dropping all this weight. And I hadn't changed anything, just sipping on the tea and a fiber. So I started sharing this with my mom, my best friend. And I just thought it was amazing. Like everybody needs to know about this system. I had no idea that it was a business, but yet I was working it as, hey, you need to come on. This is real. It's happening. And so I use the system consistently. And within 4 months, I went from a 14 all the way down to an 8. And now I'm down to some 8s and some 6, size 6. A1C is still good. Hormones is good. No more hot flashes, a little bit, but nowhere near like it was. The face, the skin, everything has cleared up. And it's just amazing how these two plant-based products, all natural, just putting that fiber back in your gut, restoring what was been taken out of our food for so long, and led us all down this rabbit hole of constantly eating from sunup to sundown and never letting that insulin level come down so our bodies can tap in and burn the food and use it as fuel and energy for our bodies as it has been designed to. But without the fiber there, we never feel full. So we always overeat, constantly spiking that insulin level. And no one has any idea what's leading them to all of these root cause issues linked right back to insulin resistance, the heart attack, strokes, dementia of the brain, is now type 3 diabetes of the brain. It's all rooted to this insulin resistance, all triggered by us constantly eating and bringing the glucose and the insulin levels up, hyperinsulin anemia. We stay in that state probably at least majority of the day, because after you have a meal, it takes that 4 hours for your insulin level to come back down. So if you eating breakfast, then you have a snack, then you have lunch, you have another snack, then you have dinner, and you have another snack. You wake up in the middle of the night, you go to the bathroom, you go to the pantry, right? You didn't really intend to go to the pantry, but something like, hey, I need a snack. I'm hungry. I need some fuel. So eating a snack in the middle of the night. When you start the system, you will be amazed. If you're a nighttime snacker, the middle of the night, robbing the pantry, all of that behavior, those noises, those little thoughts is all going to disappear, because now your body's getting the nutrients that it needs. It's burning the fuel that's already stored on your body as body fat and converting it over to energy. It's simple science, and these products, they really do work.
That is awesome. Awesome. Thank you so very much for sharing that. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions on the Feel Great system, how it works, how do you need to take it, go ahead and put those questions in the comments at this time, and we'll be glad to answer those questions for you as I sift through some of the comments here real quickly. All right, so no questions on the system as of yet. So the typical questions I normally receive is, one, how much is it? System is roughly $5 per day. If you do the subscribe and save, you're going to get it for $159, and that comes with free shipping and handling for a full 30-day supply, and that comes with your 90-day money-back guarantee. So I always say it's best for a person to get started on the subscription. The flavors you can pick between the orange or the mixed berry. The orange tastes like a orange creamsicle. The mixed berry, I hear people say it tastes like the cherry Italian ice flavor there. The tea, it comes in lemon and lemon ginger. The lemon tastes like the Lipton lemon iced tea. And then the lemon ginger tastes like a lemon ginger tea, like a lemon ginger hot tea, if you ever drank it. And you can drink the Unamonte hot or cold. You mix that with about 17 to 20 ounces of water, and you drink that first thing in the morning when you wake up, and you drink your second one around lunchtime with that meal. And then your balance, you mix in about 6 to 10 ounces of water, room temperature or cold, and you drink that immediately. You want to drink the balance down immediately, because if you let it sit, it is going to get thick, and that's when you might say, oh, it's kind of thick, you can't swallow it. You need it to get thick in your stomach, so it creates that lining of that 7X technology on your stomach and not in the cup. So drink that immediately. Are there any side effects? No, there are no side effects. It is 2 food-based products. If you have gut issues, you might notice a little constipation, or you might notice a little diarrhea in your first couple of days. If you do notice that, that's an indication you have a lot of gut issues going on. Do about a half a packet of Balance for about a week, and then you can move back to the full packet of Balance with your meals. But any type of diarrhea or constipation, when you start the system, is an indication that you have gut challenges, and we need to balance out the good and the bad bacteria in your stomach. The Balance is going to help you to do that, so don't stop taking it. Just cut it back to a half a packet instead of a full packet. How does the money back guarantee works? So you got to use the product every day for 90 days. So that means if you got a subscription in and they saw that you had 3 months worth of orders, and you say to the company, hey, my A1C haven't been reduced. My cholesterol has not seen any reduction in it. My good cholesterol has not increased any. Then they can go ahead and provide you your money back on that product. The reason why they give that out is because they know that 99.999999999% of the people that use this product every day is going to see a reduction. If their A1C is elevated, they will see a reduction. If their cholesterol is elevated, they will see a reduction. If they have a low good cholesterol, they will see an increase in that number. And if you don't have those labs already done, when you order the product, there will be a link right there in your customer hub where you can click on it, order a test that comes from a third-party company, not Unicity. This is a lab. I think their main lab is out of Texas. And that third-party company will send you your test out. You'll prick your fingers, send your first test back in. They'll send your results back. 90 days later, that first test you ordered actually have your second test in it. You can send that in, and they'll give you your results back, so then you can look at the documentation. Feelings are great. Inches are awesome. Pounds going down is good. Being able to check your blood pressure, seeing that go down is great. But the documentation on your blood work, nothing beats the documentation on your blood work, specifically A1C. That lets you know how much sugar is hanging around your system over a 90-day period. Your cholesterol, directly related to strokes. It'll let you know what the good cholesterol is done and the bad cholesterol is done. With that being said, if anybody have any other questions on the product, hit the unmute button, state your name, where you're calling from, what your questions are, so we can get them answered. And if you do not, then get back with the person who invited you on, and they'll walk you through the process of getting started on the system. Once you get started on the system, you get your products ordered, make sure you let the person know when your product arrives, because they need to walk you through your first couple of days of taking the system. Your first 1 to 3 days is the most important that you communicate with the person that got you started. So we make sure you're taking the product properly. After about 3 days of taking a product, you've got it down pat, you're taking it properly. That's the most important strategy, that you are taking it properly. We don't have a lot of snacking going on. You're eating in that 8-hour eating window, or if 8 hours too challenging for you at first, maybe it's a 10-hour eating window, but you will notice over time that you're not going to be craving food, and an 8-hour eating window will be absolutely perfect for you and your health. With that being said, anybody else have any questions or anything you want to share before we come to an end?
Well, I just like to say, you can see how the product works, Dr. Potts, because just look at Enrique. He got enough food for everybody on this call in front of him.
Oh yeah, he's always eating good. And what's your story on the product, Enrique?
Enrique, tell us how much weight you lost, bro. You sitting there eating like a king.
Hey, I lost 83 pounds total, man.
Whoa.
Look at that. Look at that.
Total. And I can eat. I still go to the buffet.
Yeah. He like he like steak and potatoes, man. That's what I'm eating right now. You got me hungry right now. Hey, I share. I don't want to get your shirt dirty.
That is fantastic. Oh, and real quickly, we have a great event coming up this Saturday in Southern California. So anybody that's here on the Zoom that is in Southern California, or you know people that are in Southern California, get with Enrique, get with Morris. Who else are we have that's going to be hosting the event? And they'll get you the information to be at the event. If you need it, let one of them know, and they'll send you over the address. It's going to be this Saturday. It's going to be this Saturday. And it's going to start at 10 a.m. Anybody have any questions on that? Mr. Morris can answer real quick for you if you do. We're starting at 10 a.m., right, Morris?
10 o'clock in the morning, come as you are. I'm going to act like Clefo Dollar. Clefo Dollar, come as you are. We're accepting everybody. Want everybody to show up. If you can't make it, tell your friends, your family, your neighbor, send them to the event and have them to thank you later. All right? They will thank you later. That's my motto with everyone. Get on this product, you call me and thank me later.
And this is a professional event, so know that if you do invite people there, we're going to point those people to get back with you when they want to order the products, when they want to sign up, when they want to conduct business. They'll be instructed to get back with you, the person that invited them there. So we run a very professional atmosphere, so they'll get education on the product. They'll get education on the company. And if we have people that's interested in the business, they'll also get education on the franchising part. And then they want to take some action, we're going to invite them to get back with you because you are the person that introduced them. So with that being said, everyone, take care. God bless. Southern California folks, let's pack the house out this Saturday at 10 a.m. So that being said, take care. God bless. And you all have a phenomenal evening.
Thank you, sir.